If you like your sports with a dash of danger, then you've come to the right place. This is Fearless TV. Kick back and enjoy. In this week's show, we've got an inside look at lawless skateboarding culture. Spinning the tyres and choking on mud with England's premier motorcycle team. Gearing into cruise control as the snowboarders carve up the slopes. Paragliding perfection over the mountains of New Zealand. 100 different ways to get height. Zen and the art of catching waves. And rafting's hard and fast rule: the river always wins. This may be an urban jungle for everyone else, but for the skateboarder, it's paradise. Footpaths, gutters, handrails, benches and all manner of man-made embankments constitute the skateboarder's idea of a good time. If it's good enough to use for anything else, it's good enough to skate on. Unlike many of the other extreme sports, skateboarding is a culture in itself. More to the point, it's a counterculture. It's irreverent, undisciplined, anti-authoritarian, loud, passionate, and chaotic. And just as much as anything else, it's about making the moves. Check out some of this action. There's a black sheep in every family, they say. Just one outlaw that no one really understands, but everyone suspects is borderline psychotic. Amongst the extreme sport athletes, that title's proudly held by the skateboarder. Hey kids, don't try this at home. Playing in traffic is for the professionals. Now this is where it's at. Life is a downhill run, in a good way. Every sport has its casualties, those unfortunate souls who always seem to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's just that with the extreme sports, the bone-crunching, spine-twisting, head-jarring crashes seem to happen a lot. Well, quite a lot. Oh, not like that. full points for effort.
That'll learn you.
Coming up shortly on Fearless TV, ripping into winter fun like only snowboarders know how. Whether by muscle or machine, man's struggle to conquer the unique landscapes of the planet has given him some of his most amazing adventures. It takes a whole lot of dirty, rugged and dangerous riding like this to be good enough to do this. These are the Flying Gunners, England's Royal Artillery motorcycle team. They're highly disciplined, positively motivated and expertly trained riders. And yes, they do like a drop of cream in their tea. Once a year, they head out to a secluded part of the forest and totally destroy everything in sight. Little skill, so they say. Mainly, it's some pretty radical fun. The reason this guy looks so scared is because he's strapped in. Now, isn't that pretty? It's a far cry from eating mud in a forest. I wonder which they prefer. The mountain bike traces its roots back to when a small group of riders in Marin County, California, first began riding stripped down and beefed up cruising bikes on mountain roads just prior to World War II. Despite the fact that those early mountain bikes were so heavy they sometimes had to be pushed and not ridden uphill, the craze caught on. Welcome to the seriously soulful sport of snowboarding, where every natural embankment becomes a jump, and every boarder wants to fly. Of course, the other side of snowboarding is all about its cruise value. When you see it done like this, you understand in a second why this newest of snow sports has attracted so many new enthusiasts and stolen so many others away from traditional skiing. This is the sort of jump you need if you're going to show off your style to the world. Don't! Hey, even the camera operator is getting the hang of it now. No rules, that is. If bungee jumping's simply not the rush it used to be, just add a helicopter. She's really going to do it. Anyone brave enough, and make that crazy enough, to throw themselves out of a helicopter without a parachute deserves the Fearless TV Play of the Day. The amazing thing is how many of them we found. Coming up shortly on Fearless TV, the silence, the serenity and the simplicity of paragliding. Technology opens up the skies, man's imagination continues to deliver a stream of wild and gravity-defying sports that challenge all reasoning. If you've ever dreamed of flying, you're not alone. Check out how some of these extreme sport athletes put some space between themselves and the ground. Paragliding, extreme sport's answer to transcendental meditation. Unlike its closest cousin, the hang glider, these flying wings don't need a running start. Rising hot air billows into them and they simply lift just like that. Sometimes it's not so straightforward. And once you're up there, there's just nothing that can match the serenity, the silence, and the vastness of the views. Enthusiasts say the whole experience is breathtaking. It's only when you see another paraglider framed against the land below that you begin to realize what sort of height you've got. The whole sport is based around the search for thermals, pockets of warm rising air. And learning to read nature's subtle signs is a skill that all paraglider pilots must develop. If they don't, it makes for short flight and sometimes very unpleasant encounters with fast rising earth. And if heights make you squeamish, hey, don't look down. Fun though it may be, the gravitational forces that the pilots and passengers of stunt planes like this experience can be extreme. So extreme that all the blood can drain out of their brains and they will lose consciousness. Whether they'll then be able to make a perfect three-point landing is debatable. You're about to witness high-action sports' idiot little brother, barrel rolling. And it's got to be the craziest, least athletic, most spectacular waste of time on Earth. But you get a good head spin. Take that. Ooh, and here she is, just to prove she's still alive. Coming up shortly on Fearless TV, the Grade 5 rapids that punish the unwary. Whether in the form of savage swells or raging rivers, water has always offered mankind some of his most exciting and dangerous thrills. The sun is beating down, the waves are incredible, and the breakers seem to go on forever. For the avid surfer, these are ideal conditions. Ask any surfer what it feels like to catch a wave, and the inevitable answer is, you try it for yourself, man. Press them for something a little more meaningful, and the responses range from adrenaline rush to forgetting about the world. Check out some of this slow-mo action, and you'll see how both can be true. Now that's a wave. He'll be talking about that one for weeks. And just compare how this guy does it. The difference in approach, style and moves says a lot about the personality of the surfer. Aggressive wave riding has its place, but just don't forget who's the boss. All you can say is good luck as this guy tries to tame the wave as it crashes out of control. Despite its dynamic nature, wakeboarding had a very shaky start as an extreme water sport. Early wakeboard designs borrowed heavily from the surfboard and were subsequently very hard to maneuver. It wasn't until the board got thinner, developed neutral buoyancy, and was shaped with thin rails at the edges that the radical moves we now see became standard practice. For as long as there's been white water, there's been some fool who thinks it'd be great to take it on. Next thing you know, it's a high-action, adrenalized sport that's attracting crowds of enthusiasts. The hazard you're about to see is going to be the undoing of so many would-be world champions. Isn't it good getting together with your friends and getting wet? Common sense may be left behind, but not the life vest. In rafting circles, this is called a clean sweep. Is anyone going to get it right? Apparently not. Some guys have all the luck. Or do they? Meanwhile, back at the ranch, just paddle. Hey, this isn't fun anymore. It's White Waterman to the rescue. Not. What's that make the score? River 25, Rafters 0. Better make that 26 now. It's been fast, it's been fun. That's all we've got time for. Catch us again next week when Fearless TV delivers the high action goods once more.